The magician shows he has a little envelope with a prediction in it. He puts it on the table. He also explains he has a deck of cards with 52 different cards. He gives the cards a few cuts. And one more. Now he spread the cards on the table. And he's going to ask the spectator to put this little envelope somewhere in the deck. Remember, it's a free choice. For the performance, let's say the envelope goes here. It's a free selection, a free choice. The magician puts all the cards together in the middle of the table. Then he wants to explain something because there is an instruction on the back side of this little envelope. It says, open here. Before we open the envelope, the magician explains that all the cards are in order, in new deck order. That means all the suits are together. Spades, the hearts, the clubs, the diamonds, which continues over here. Now the envelope in this performance is put inside the section of clubs. And as you can see, they are in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it jumps to 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. When we zoom in, we can clearly see we are missing the 8 of clubs. And remember, the spectator chose this position. The envelope could also be here or here. Now let's see, because the magician made a prediction. That's why he put one card inside the little envelope. When we open the envelope, we can indeed see there's one card inside. And that's of course the missing card, the 8 of clubs. And there's no extra card in the envelope. What an incredible card trick. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Carlin. We just saw the performance of this really cool self-working card trick. I'm going to teach you step by step how this works, and I must say I fooled a lot of people with this, and you will too. So grab yourself a deck of cards, a little envelope, and let's start the show. Alright, here's the explanation of this really cool self-working prediction trick. We're going to use a deck of cards and a little envelope. You can use any kind of envelope that you like. I made this small envelope with white paper, question mark here, and I wrote some text here. Alright, now we need a preparation. You need to have the whole deck in new deck order. As you can see, all the suits together and from ace till king, ace till king, ace till king in new deck order. All right. I like to put black, then red, black, then red, mix it. And now we need one card as our prediction trick to put in the envelope. Well, I like to use a number card. So it's clear when you're counting that you're missing some card. So in the performance, we use the 8 of clubs. So let's do that again. We open the envelope, put the card inside here, face down. And it's very nice if you write something like an instruction, because you will see later on, then you have an excuse to point at the instruction, at the text. So now this is the break, the 7, then we're missing the 8, and then we go to a 9. And what you're going to do is you take the whole deck in front of the 8 and put it over there. So now we have a deck which looks like this. All the suits are together except the clubs. We have a break, the 8 is there, and we continue over there. Right. Now when we start like this. We will never show the cards because then they can see that it's in a new deck order. But we can do a false shuffle, all right? So we explain we have a little envelope with a prediction. We put it here in front of the spectator. Now we explain we have a deck of cards with 52 different cards. You cannot show the face of the cards, of course, because then they see you have a deck that is in order. Not yet, at least. You can use your favorite false shuffle that you know. In this performance, in this video, I will teach you one. If you don't know it, you can do this false shuffle. It really looks very cool. But nothing has changed, right? The order is still the same. I will show you what I do. You take the whole deck in your right hand, if you're right-handed. Use your index finger to take 1/3 of the deck. Bring it to your other hand. Do that again, 1/3, bring it to your other hand. But keep it with a break, with 1 or 2 fingers over here. Then, you put this deck on top. Take that second middle deck as well. use this index finger, push it forward. Now bring this deck on top. Let it drop on the table, and the rest on top. And you can see the order is still the same. So you can try to practice this if you don't know it. 1, 2, grab it, use your finger, grab it again, and it's back on top. And the order is still the same. But you can use any false shuffle that you like, as long as you prefer, as long as you remain the order of the deck. Great. Now that we've done that, we spread the cards, like so. And we're going to ask the spectator to put this little envelope somewhere in the deck. It would be nice if it's a little bit in the middle, not all the way at the end, but a little bit in this part. So they can choose any position that they like. So for example, they put it here. I think this is the most cool thing, that they put the envelope inside and they choose the position of the envelope. Now, we've done that. Now you put all the cards together like so. And then you explain that there is an instruction on the back side of the card and you want to show it to them. So you take the whole deck, you go through the cards, go to the envelope, and show them that there's an instruction on the other side. Now what I've done is this. I go to the cards, bring this whole deck upside down, and with this thumb here, take the envelope, turn the envelope over, show the instruction, so all the intention goes to the text, and the rest of the cards go on top. What you've done now, the envelope is now in between the end of the deck and the front of the deck, because now it's in position that you want, automatically self-working at the right spot, in between the clubs. And remember, this part was first, it was here, you see, 8, 9, it was here, but because of that movement, the twist, the turning around, this part is now over here. So it's self-working, the envelope is in the right position now, on the spot of the 8 of clubs. Really beautiful way. Let's go to the next step. So they can read it, open here, and then you explain to them, before we open the envelope, I want to show it to you that all the cards are in order. So this is the first time that you're going to show them that the cards are in a new deck order. Explain to them all the hearts, all the clubs, the diamonds and the spades, which continues over here. And they made the decision to put the envelope in this position. Of course, you know now what we've done. You put it over there. And really make clear that it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing the 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. That's why it's really, I think it's better to use an 8 or a 7 or a 6 as a prediction, because then it's really clear if you're counting that it's a number card. Some people don't exactly know what the order is of this 3 cards. So use a number card. Now we going to zoom in, and then they can see we are missing indeed one card, which is the 8 of clubs. Explain to them, they chose the position, but the magician made a prediction. He predicted that the position of the cards, the position of the envelope, I must say, is the 8 of clubs. That's why he took out the 8 of clubs in the little envelope. And there's no extra card inside. What an incredible, cool, self-working card trick. There you have it, guys, a really cool card trick. I will put another video for you to watch right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.